Welcome to our information channel. Stay tuned for more content. Do not forget to write your requests. Top 10 Dirtiest Places in Your Home. 10. Garbage cans. For some, trash jars are really not as grimy as you might suspect because of the way that junk packs which line the rubbish would itself be able to have gotten broadly well known. Nonetheless, junk packs don't generally hold up to the measure of waste that can amass in your family unit. They are vulnerable to tearing and flooding, permitting the substance to spill out into the junk can itself. In different cases, stuffing the can may make junk arrive at the top and increase on the underside. There is an expected 400 microbes for every square inch of your trash can, which probably won't be as much as your wipe or your cutting board, yet can prompt proceeded with form and yeast development. You should clean your trash can each month, which should be possible by showering it down with a sanitizer and water blend, and washing it out in your bath. It is additionally imperative to recollect that it's not simply the can itself that should be cleaned, yet in addition the space where it sits. Microorganisms can move from moving the pack out of the trash can. It is prescribed to clean the zone with a family unit or floor more clean. 9. Remote control. It may not enter your thoughts when you reach to turn on the television, change the station, or modify the volume what microscopic organisms you're coming into contact with in the wake of contacting the remote. Because of the high traffic some remotes can have, regardless of whether it be from kids to grown-ups, it skirts most families' psyches to clean the remote also when cleaning the house. It is, in any case, critical to clean the remote as %55 of remotes tried positive for having both yeast and form. Cleaning a remote can be basic, for example, utilizing a purifying wipe or making a scouring liquor and water blend and cleaning the remote down with a paper towel. Remember to take out the batteries and clean inside the compartment also. 8. Kitchen counters. While this may not come as a stun, your kitchen counters harbor an assortment of microbes because of their steady connection with day-by-day living. Around %32 of kitchen counters have unsafe microorganisms, %18 of which have a place with various molds. This can be a difficult issue since microscopic organisms can be spread effectively, particularly on the off chance that you normally contact your face. Truth be told, the regular virus can be passed by just coming into contact with a tainted zone and afterward scouring your eye. What exacerbates it is cleaning the ledge with a pre-owned dishcloth or wipe, particularly since a dishcloth or wipe is viewed as the dirtiest spot in your kitchen. You can clean your counters somewhere near utilizing a family unit cleaner or with a sanitizer and water arrangement. In the event that your counter requires unique consideration because of its material, it is best encouraged to look through what cleaners will be sheltered to utilize and won't cause harm to your counter. 7. Faucet handles. Tragically, so as to clean your hands in the wake of utilizing the bathroom, you'll have to contact the sink spigot handles first. Along these lines, a large number of different microscopic organisms are passed to the handles, causing your endeavors at cleaning somewhat worthless as you to need to kill the fixture once you're finished washing your hands. In a family unit's washroom, %27 of the sinks were found to have form and some even tried positive for staph. There is an expected measure of 2,786 microorganisms found on a restroom fixture handle for each every square inch. It is prescribed to wipe down your handles day by day with either disinfectant wipes, splash, or with a sanitizer and water blend. 6. Stove knobs. A disregarded angle in cleaning one's kitchen may be one of its principal regions of traffic, the oven handles. For some, the highest point of the oven becomes routine on the grounds that the chaos can't miss. Nonetheless, some may ignore the handles of oven, despite the fact that microorganisms are similarly prone to be found on the handles, all things considered, on the oven. Truth be told, %14 of oven handles have coliform microscopic organisms, while proof found that %33 of oven handles were canvassed in shape and yeast. A large portion of this is because of the way that regularly hands aren't washed subsequent to contacting various things in your home or significantly in the wake of hacking or sniffling, and the microscopic organisms as spread to the handles. To stay away from this, if conceivable, evacuate the handles and absorb them boiling water blended in with cleanser once per week. On the off chance that you can't evacuate the handles, clean them once every week by utilizing an assigned family unit cleaner, guaranteeing that you wipe them all together. 5. Coffee makers. Espresso creators may give what props us up, however they additionally can be a rearing ground for various sorts of microscopic organisms. In an investigation, half of espresso creators tried had shape and yeast and microscopic organisms, for example, Staphylococcus, Streptococcus and Bacillus cereus, just as an amassing of grime development because of absence of upkeep. An espresso creator, regardless of whether it be a dribble producer or a Keurig, ought to be cleaned routinely, because of the sodden condition being a reproducing ground for microscopic organisms. While it might appear to be an issue to dismantle the creator, remember that an espresso producer repository alone can gather around an expected 84,982 for each every square inch of microscopic organisms. One approach to clean the supply particularly is to include 4 cups of vinegar and let it sit for 30 minutes before preparing it. You should mix it until the vinegar is gone. At that point, run a couple of patterns of water to get out any waiting aromas or vinegar follows. 4. Kitchen sink. While this may not come as an astonishment to many, your kitchen sink is dirtier than you may understand. A normal kitchen sink holds around 4,945 microorganisms for every square inch, which is around multiple times a larger number of microscopic organisms than what is found on your latrine handle. It's hard to believe, but it's true. Due to the measure of use of your sink, regardless of whether it be crude meat to nourishment left in your ice chest, your sink is a rearing ground for microscopic organisms in light of the wet condition it gives and the nourishment that can help feed the microbes which develops. Also, the cleanser stores which can shape. Around 45% of sinks have coliform microorganisms and 27% tried positive for the nearness molds. Actually, there is more E. coli found in your kitchen sink than in a latrine previously or after utilization. Cleaning your sink is significant. Contingent upon your sink type, you can fill it with warm water and a limited quantity of blanch and let it sit for a couple of moments before depleting it. You can likewise clean your sink by utilizing a blend of lemon and powdered borax to get the alcoves and crevices of your sink and help with any scents. 3. Cutting boards. Cutting sheets can come into contact with a wide range of microbes, regardless of whether it be from your crude meat or the products of the soil you're cutting up. In any case, without playing it safe, your cutting board can turn into a harbor for these various microscopic organisms. Cutting sheets that aren't appropriately kept up can harbor a normal of 18% of coliform microscopic organisms and 14% of yeast and shape. While this may not appear to be a ton, cutting loads up are multiple times bound to contain fecal microbes than a can situate. This is because of not playing it safe, particularly in light of the fact that microscopic organisms can increase in the depressions and scars brought about by blades. You can clean your plastic sheets by putting them in the dishwasher during a cycle and screen the wear on the board. On the off chance that you have a wooden board, you can drench the board with a detergent and water blend, or a vinegar and water blend, for just a couple of moments before flushing it with high-temp water and permitting it to air dry. It is suggested that you utilize separate cutting sheets, if conceivable, for various kitchen things. 2. Toothbrush holders. It probably won't enter your thoughts when you're getting your toothbrush how much microscopic organisms has collected on it. Be that as it may, before you put that toothbrush in your mouth, consider the last time you've cleaned it, on the off chance that you have, and its area in your washroom. The normal toothbrush is a hotbed for various microscopic organisms, for example, form and yeast, just as staph and coliform. Also, the measure of fecal-containing matter that can assemble because of its vicinity to the can. By and large, there are 2,465,876 bacterial life forms situated on your toothbrush holder. From that point, the microorganisms can without much of a stretch spread. You can wash your toothbrush in heated water with cleanser 2 times per week, trying to flush it altogether, and clean the territory as regularly as could reasonably be expected. It is suggested that you additionally store your toothbrush in less open spaces to maintain a strategic distance from tainting. 1. Dish sponges. It might come as an astonishment, or not one by any means, that the dirtiest spot in your home is your kitchen wipe. Regardless of its primary use being to clean, your wipe has an expected 321,629,869 microorganisms living in each gram of your wipe. As indicated by an investigation, an expected .75 of dish wipes had Salmonella, E. coli, and fecal issue within the wipe, a stunning rate considering a washroom fixture just has .9. The examination additionally found that .86 of wipes likewise harbor yeast and shape, and another .18 have staph microscopic organisms. You should consider throwing your sponges away every 2 weeks, and in the meantime you can clean your sponge by soaking it in a bowl of water and a small amount of bleach. If you are opposed to sponges in general, you can trade your sponges in for a dish rag. Just remember, your rag needs to be cleaned just as frequently. Throwing it in a hot water cycle with some bleach will help do the trick.